What's up, everyone? It's Tech Trooper 64, and today this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting since 2015, exactly 1 year ago, and now it is time to unbox the Nintendo Switch. Now, I know I'm a day late and a dollar short, and I know that the Nintendo Switch has been unboxed and reviewed and seen all over the place already, but I wanted to give my take this time around. So I actually got it today, this morning. You can go check it out on my channel. When I went to go pick up my Switch at West Edmonton Mall, it was pretty cool. I met some nice people, and it was really, really cool. Anyways, so this is the Nintendo Switch console. I'm just going to take it out to show off the console itself. As you can see here, it looks more like a tablet form factor. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's got the vent. It's got the 3.5mm headphone jack. It's got a game card slot, which has currently no game in it. And it also has the volume rocker right here, the power button, and the sides where you put the Joy-Con controllers. And it also has a USB Type-C connection at the bottom here. And of course the logo for the console. And one of my favorite features is the kickstand and the micro SD card slot, which is just under the kickstand. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I won't be doing a first impressions or when you boot up the Switch video, but I will be showing off the Switch and doing a review in time. So for now, I'm just going to put the Switch right there. Next, we are going to show off the Joy-Con. Now, right here we have the Joy-Con Right, which has two exclusive features, which is right here, there is an NFC reader for Amiibo figurines. If you have Amiibo, you can use them. Also, it's got a home button, and at the bottom here, there's an IR camera that can sense things like your hand movements or different shapes and objects just by using the camera. Now, as you may know, the selling point for the Joy-Cons is that you can use them as standalone controllers. I always thought that was a cool feature when it was first revealed, so it's pretty cool. Here we see that there's a light indicator for which player you are. Pretty awesome, pretty standard stuff. I like it a lot. So I'm actually going to put the Nintendo Switch console on its kickstand, if it'll stay. Yeah, okay, so I'll just slide the Joy-Con on there. And it has a very cool click to it. Just listen to that. There we go. I like that click. It's a cool click. Next, we have the Joy-Con Left, which has exclusive features on the Joy-Con Left. We have the fact that there is a screenshot button, and the fact that it also has essentially the same thing as the other Joy-Con. But what's interesting is that instead of having a normal D-pad, it has face buttons that are similar to the A, B, X, and Y buttons that we are all familiar with. We also has a minus button here, and otherwise it's the exact same thing as the left Joy-Con. Now, as you may have heard, seen, or read before, that the Joy-Cons can be used independently from the Nintendo Switch itself. So right off the bat, the first impressions I have to say is that the Switch is supremely and extremely thin. I was surprised at how thin it was and how light it was, and I like it a lot. It's very ergonomic on your hands. It rests well in your fingers, and everything just feels right in place. I haven't tried playing with the Joy-Cons alone yet, but you know, I'm unboxing it for the first time here, so you know, what else can I say? So we're just going to put the Switch to the side here. And then if we take off the shelf, which is pretty standard for Nintendo to do, we see an HDMI port, an HDMI cable, nothing too special there. I'm going to put that aside. We also have the AC adapter that you use to charge the Nintendo Switch. Again, it uses USB Type-C, but nothing really special about that. Now, where the Switch becomes special is here. We have the Joy-Con wrist strap for what it appears to be the Joy-Con... Okay, the Joy-Con Right. And then over here we have the Joy-Con Left wrist strap. This allows you to have normal shoulder buttons when you're playing it sideways with a friend. So it's not really required, but you know, when you're playing it independently, that's what it's used for. Next is the Joy-Con Grip, where you can put the two Joy-Cons into this thing, and you can have a normal controller-like design concept, and I really like it a lot. When I first saw this, I thought it was pretty cool. Now, keep in mind that this Joy-Con Grip does not charge your Joy-Cons. This is just so you can have the ergonomic feel. You actually have to buy a separate accessory to do that. So I think it's pretty cool, pretty nice. I'm not going to put the Joy-Cons in it right away. I might do that in another video. And here we have the final part of the Nintendo Switch, which is the docking station. So this is what you're going to put in your entertainment center so you can display the Nintendo Switch on your television screen. Now, what I like about the Switch dock here is that when you open this flap here, the flap, I really like it because it conceals the cable setup you got going on. So you put the AC adapter here, you have the USB connection here for USB 3.0, you have the HDMI out, and that's essentially it. And here on the top, you can see that there is a USB Type-C down there, and you use this essentially to display the console on a TV screen. This will show green when, the console is connected to the TV. And here, of course, are the USB 2.0 ports. So if you want to play, if you want to connect like a hard drive to it, you can simply do it that way. So it's pretty cool. I like this. It's really nice. I like that the Switch can just simply slide into there. Oh, sorry, the kickstand was still out. So yeah, you can just simply put the Switch inside, and then let's say you gotta go to work or whatever, just simply pull out the Switch, and you're good to go. So we're gonna put the Switch inside the dock for now. We're gonna put it off to the side, and we're gonna put the box aside as well, because I have some extra stuff to show, and not just the Nintendo Switch. So, what I have to show today is the fact that if you pre-order 1-2-Switch, and if you pre-order Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you get a free copy of a promotional version of the Game Informer magazine of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It essentially goes through a whole bunch of depth of Legend of Zelda and other Nintendo Switch games. Nothing too spectacular. I really don't read Game Informer, so I really couldn't care less. Here we have a Joy-Con travel case, which is exclusive to GameStop/EB Games. And I don't know how it is. I will do a review on it eventually, whether or not you should get it. But I got it mostly so that if I go somewhere traveling with the Switch, I know for a fact the screen will not be damaged. And I can carry it essentially anywhere. And it protects it. So I think that's pretty much it there. Yeah. So the case is pretty straightforward. There's a zipper here that you can put your games or accessories or even your Joy-Con in there. And then here is where you put your Nintendo Switch. I guess I could just show off what it looks like when you put the console inside. There. So the piece is to fit the entire Joy-Con, and I guess if you wanted to, you could fit the Joy-Con grip, but it looks kind of weird when you do that. Yeah, no, probably not the best idea. I guess you can put the Joy-Con wrist straps in there, hey, just in case you get to play with just the Joy-Con. Anyway, so that's what's essentially important. So we're going to take out the Switch out of here, and we are going to put it back in the dock. Yeah, there we go. So we're just going to put that off to the side. Next, we have our very first, well, actually no, here, let's do the Switch Pro controller. I don't have something to cut the plastic. I'll just use my key, whatever. So yeah, I'll just cut the plastic off here. Or I'll attempt to. There we go. Didn't really cut the plastic, but whatever. So yeah, the Pro controller is at a hefty price actually. It's actually $79.99 I think in the States, and it's $89.99 in Canada, so it's kind of a steep price. Now, I'm trying this for the first time ever. I don't know how this is going to feel. I really like the Wii U Pro controller, so I hope to God it's like that. Oh, that's cool. Nintendo didn't do this with the Wii U, I think, with the Pro controller. I think they did. I'm not sure. But they're including a USB Type-C cable with it, which is always really great. We're going to put that off to the side. And finally, let's take a look at the actual controller. So as I made a video on this... whoa. Okay. It actually feels very nice. So this top area is all glossy. It has all the features of the Joy-Con, actually. What's interesting is, and a lot of people ignore this, and they always say, why is the Pro Controller so expensive? I'll tell you why. Because inside this, they have a NFC reader for Amiibo. Inside this, yes, the Pro Controller. And for Splatoon and other games, it also has a gyro sensor for motion controls. So now you're not forced to play with, for example, the Wii U gamepad. Another thing that this thing has is HD Rumble, which is also inside the Joy-Cons. So it has everything that the Joy-Cons have and more. It also captures screenshots, and it has its own home button. I actually like it better than I expected. I thought I was going to hate it, but it works perfectly. It works via Bluetooth, and as I mentioned in a previous video, you can connect this to your PC, and it works almost immediately. So I think this is pretty cool. Is it worth the $90? I'll do a review on it eventually, but right now I like the feel of it. It feels good in my hands. I like it. Anyway, so we're going to put the Pro Controller to the side, and now we're going to talk about the software. Now, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a homage to the Wii U because I bought Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Wii U. I wanted to buy the last game for Wii U. And the reason why for that is because I feel like the Wii U is so underappreciated. It's one of my favorite consoles by far. Not of all time, but it is a good console. I like it. And I will be definitely enjoy the Switch version. But it's sad to see the Wii U go so soon, in my opinion. But here we go. That's the disc art. It's very beautiful. I like it. It's nice, straightforward. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the last Wii U game to ever be revealed or released in existence. So, pay your respects, I guess. We'll put that to the side. And finally, we are going to unbox 1-2 Switch. I was actually hesitant to buy this title at first, but I actually did some research into it, and it seemed pretty fun. And a lot of reviews, I know it didn't score very well, but every review mentioned that 1-2 Switch is extremely fun to play. Despite it being very repetitive, gimmicky, and overall not as fun as you'd expect. So, I feel it's very necessary that this is my first Nintendo Switch game that I will unbox if it will stop being a bitch to me. There we go. So, when you open the casing, it has a background picture, which is nice because I heard that some Switch games don't have background art, which I always like. The cartridge is tiny as all hell. Now, I'm kind of tempted to lick this thing because, as you all may have heard, that the Switch cartridges are tasting very bitter. Now, I'm not going to actually lick it, but I'm going to let you know that it's a fact, because apparently Nintendo laces it with this chemical that is very bitter, but is not toxic whatsoever. Anyways, that's pretty much it for 1-2 Switch. I'm going to put that off to the side. Just there. And finally, the game you've all been waiting for in this entire unboxing, which is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch. The case is significantly smaller than a Wii U case. It's almost like a hybrid between a PS4 case and a PS Vita case. And I like it. It's clear, it's nice, it's good. I kind of wish that they made the Switch logo a little bit bigger, but that's just me. Now, when you open it up, there's this beautiful art here, and I really, really like this art. They also have the cartridge here, which the cartridge is actually really thick. These Switch cartridges are thick. Look at how thick those are. They're actually thicker than 3DS cartridges. But anyway, nothing too special about it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to play it. And now, the last but not least unboxing, which is essentially the amiibo I bought today. So these amiibo are the Legend of Zelda series. I wasn't able to get all of them, mostly because I didn't want to buy the other ones, but I bought Link Rider, and I bought Link Archer, but I also managed to buy Zelda, which she looks amazing. She's my favorite amiibo of the series. So I'm just going to open that for you. So here we go. I'm going to open that, and there we go. So there is Zelda for you. She looks very nice and very detailed, just like every other amiibo. Very beautiful. I like it a lot. I kind of wish that she was playable in the game, but I know she's not. Hopefully through DLC they will add to that, but as of right now, there's nothing we can do. And next, let's open Link, or Archer Link, sorry. So let's just open this up. Okay, so. Oh, okay, so they tied up the arrow to the plastic. That's kind of a nuisance, but whatever. I know it's just a security precaution, but I have to say that the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibos are by far the most detailed amiibo I've ever seen. Because look at that, it's just so nice. Like, it's really, really cool. I like it. So yeah, this is just Archer Link. It has like this marshmallow cloud thing. It's kind of weird. Anyway, just gonna put that there. And finally, my favorite of all three amiibo is hands down the Rider Link. And I don't know why, don't ask me why, but I just prefer it a lot more. There's a essence of beauty when looking at it. It's really nice. I'm just gonna turn it around a bit for you. So yeah, these amiibo all work with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game for Wii U and Nintendo Switch, just if you're curious. So anyway, guys, that was the unboxing. I'm just going to show off all the stuff that was unboxed. Of course, 1-2 Switch, Legend of Zelda for both Wii U and Nintendo Switch. And here we have the Nintendo Switch console, finally. And you know what? Look forward to my review. So to that, I will say, don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And let me know what your thoughts are on the Nintendo Switch. Did you pick up your Switch? And if not, are you planning to pick it up when more stock arrives? Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.